and end up the champs without a single map being lost.
Yeah, so this will be the real test for FiveFears, the toughest game that they've...
Jack is Snake, not Solid Snake the operator. We will make sure to be very careful with our words here. Adrian was terrific against DarkZero and was a huge part of why they were able to succeed.
Rush Parker, killing Forrest on the Blackbeard in particular, such an important frag to be able to shut down that spearhead. They still got JJ with the diffuser, and Rival will answer with one back, but the trade is so quick to come in from Spiker.
JJ is a bullet magnet at the moment. Fens, who was the very first one to draw blood, will fall at the hands of Bay, and now it's JJ trying this rodeo, and Bay will finish things off. Wildcard still rolling from their DZ matchup. Fears had some struggles against 1 of 30 earlier, including the first map where 1 of 30 played down a player for half of the map. Wildcard still firing. They take down Forrest. Adrian toppled on the stairs. Kansan will eliminate Fens. JJ trying to assert some control on White Stairs is unable to do so.
Sense walls come through, and they're doing a great job just bailing the class. No support for Baby Shark thanks to the smoke grenade.
So Nitro Cell will go off. Failing to kill Adrian earlier might come back to haunt them, and it will. Adrian with the final kill is...
Users and map 3 winners, which I suppose is the trade you'd like to take. Bakery push being formed by FiveFears after the spawn peak kill. They will then lose another battle on the window to equal us out down to 4.
That's information that Wildcard can play off of for the next 20 seconds, and it looks like there's multiple up. Forrest taking some heat with limited time left. FiveFears are just far too patient here. Snake finds an opening. Down goes Adrian. The pop-up from Spiker answered by Rival, and now Kansan will need to clutch out. Back to the bomb site. He takes down 2. He needs to waste enough time. Rival gets him at the last second. A nail biter. FiveFears
kind of left Rival alone there to try to get in for a plant, while Forrest just inside a train. It's going to be something to watch out for if they do want to drop this hatch. Here it comes. Oh, and Adrian gets smoked. Never mind. Forrest knows what he's doing.
The Salt Lake City Major, it'd be great to talk to some of these newer additions. Of course, everybody's going to want a piece of JJ Blast. He's a big personality, and he continues to make himself known. Down goes Rival. Wildcard will find a second. How does Bay get that kill? Snake pushing in, dodges the Nitro Cell, misses most of his bullets, but ultimately wins the duel against Kansan. Looks for more. Spiker shuts him down. Ben's all alone on FiveFears. Wildcard going back to the old reliable bomb site rotation, not handicapped by what is and isn't locked. They will succeed. Bay the final kill, and one thing I've liked about this Wildcard team is that even when one player is sluggish, there's somebody else to pick up the pieces. They were never at any point in time all failing at their roles. Down goes Baby Shark. He was a player that was under the microscope for a bit, and Adrian will trade it back, as will Bay. All of these players working into the storyline here. Bay on 5 kills. Kansan on 4 kills. These are terrific numbers at this point in time in the match.
Yeah, really good to start things off. And again, it's a man advantage favoring Wildcard. Adrian, another one with a TCSG. He's been so active in this position just towards the bottom of the map, running out when he has
to. Hope if you're a fan of the team that it has been used appropriately and has full effect on this overall execute. I mean, I think it's working. Fens finds 2. Rival also on the board, and Diffuse Kit going down. It always seems to be this tertiary site that's been the undoing for Wildcard, and it seems to continue. Rival gunning down Spiker. I don't even know if the diffuser ended up going down.
Go on to defense now, and now they can add a little bit more of the rat elements. Be on their toes and fight back. Fight aggressive, because if
from them up against M80, brand new strat being brought out against FiveFears, and this should absolutely be catching them off guard. But if they just move first, well, you can't get caught off guard. Huge jump out from Forrest for the opening pick.
He's traded back, though, as Spiker does not allow him to get... It's going to go as he wandered in through that first floor. Nitro Cell goes out. The Deimos in the corner. Now it's Snake attempting something. Spiker shuts him down. Reloading. No Garhek necessary, Jesse. Look at that. Just walk it. Ask. Now it's Rival. His vision obscured. Caught from behind by Baby Shark. Really good positioning from Wildcard, Jesse. You wouldn't know it that there's 10 seconds left. A good cross from JJ, but he can't buy a kill at this current point in time. Fens dropped, and the lead will...
Thinking of, but playing around the hatches as well.
Forrest goes for the run out. This is his second time leaving the building in as many rounds, so I think he's got the wrong idea of what side he's playing on right now. Jokes, of course. Rival, the very first kill, traded out by Baby Shark. Wildcard sticking together really effectively. Good read through the wall by Snake. They're just going to continue to trade all the way down. Half the lobby gone, half of the round gone. Wildcard in the disadvantage right now. Wildcard win this round, they go to map point. On their own map early, that'd be ideal, but it does not seem like it will come to pass. Fens gets Spiker through the reading door, and now it's Baby Shark getting closer to the B-bomb, taking out the default cam. 3 players and FiveFears just need to sit and wait. One of them will eventually find him. It's JJ to get the job done, and FiveFears will close the gap.
Hoping to get an early pickoff. This bomb site not too far from their grasp as they know where it's at, just 1 floor beneath them. Here comes another little run out from JJ, and it will be successful. Finds the head of Adrian at the same time.
I mean, the moment you're typing in chats, the moment you've lost. But in this case, JJ's a real winner. Nice kill by Fens. Bay had the right idea, just missed the target.
Call that attack is maybe the second they stop running it, so it's always a gamble, right?
You're just outside the building, just playing keep away at this point in time. And just biding as much time as possible, I guess you could say. Good effort by Baby Shark, but this one should be a flawless 4-5 Still a minute to go. This round has taken eternity. Force the final kill. FiveFears now within 1.
Try to stop some of this map control that FiveFears have been grabbing onto.
Top floor, but there is a lot of frustrating potential for these defenders to deal with a Aurora on Bakery. Rival missing out on the shield as he runs in now. Baby Shark falls at the hands of Snake. FiveFears doing so effective work. Kansan down at the hands of Rival. Spiker finally finishes him off. 2 more in front of Spiker's eyes. Gets Snake to die to Bay. Almost called him Captain Jack. Bay gets dropped. Spiker will need to clutch out in a 1v3. He's done some ring around the Rosie. From the door all the way now over towards Whiskey. Bottom brown stairs. Whatever part of the map you want to call this. Spiker could not even get through the window because he'd be exposed the moment he did so. On the board, Wildcard still making some calls here. Active calming on the side of FiveFears as well. Every time you see their player cams, Forrest and JJ helping call for the team. Spiker looking in another direction. Baby Shark to his rescue. The Frenchman almost had another through the wall. Spiker and Adrian very low on HP. They need to be concerned with what remains of FiveFears. 7 players left, 7 seconds left. FiveFears coming to blows, and they win every engagement and take map point. What? It's really that simple. Hire me as your coach. You will probably lose, but we will at least have a great time. Down goes JJ Blast as Baby Shark strikes first. 40 seconds to go. Again, a very slow round here, Jesse, but an advantage for Wildcard, and looks like they might be able to push OT with it.
Slow and steady is exactly what you need if you're Wildcard, but you cannot continue to get flanked. Forrest down on the bottom floor is a huge threat. Snake is lurking here inside a pillar as well. You've got to be aware of these positions when you push in.
Forrest gets a Nitro Cell kill. 7 kills on the team. He gets finished off by Baby Shark. Adrian dies to Captain Jack. A rough one for Adrian. They call him Snake, but maybe Captain Jack because it's the closest you'll get to getting him. Down he goes to Baby Shark. So there's some kind of shark and pirate pun to be made there. Rival eliminating Bay. Down goes Baby Shark. Kansan with no time left. Dies at the hands of Rival either way.
For an adaptation to try to get into the site, to try to get into the building, and that's why FiveFears was dominating in the late round, but more importantly, they were getting those opening kills because Wildcard didn't have information.
Absolutely, and that is another important factor here when we talk about an aggressive game, which that's how Cafe typically tends to play out. They had 9 out of the 12 opening engagements going.
A year ago, JJ Blast was dead last in the North American. Such a fate, but of course here on Fortress on Fire, then going over to Bunks, and then over once more. They will sacrifice a drone to clear out the Denari, but that prompts the swing from Bay. What a big fight to take on the JJ Blast. It goes his way, even if Rival's quick for the trade. You clear out the Grim for the player inside a horse. I think that's a valuable trade.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think anybody's arguing against that. Now Rival goes down at the hands of Spiker, traded out by Fens. Adrian dies to Snake. Snake looking for more. Nitro Cell goes off, completely misses. Baby Shark thought he might have had the play, but he does not. And it's Snake getting a 2-piece to give up the score on attack on Fortress. Then Wildcard are going to be in a world of hurt, Jesse.
Wow, good start from Adrian. He was kind of getting bullied, if we're being honest, on map number 1.
I mean, you can see how that gadget works. He's got good information on at least 2 players on Wildcard. That could come in very handy here. JJ thought he had the all clear, but Bay stops them all. Inside of Infirmary, call the ambulance, but not for me, I guess. Snake, last man standing, and he's got 4 kills through 2 rounds. He won't. Looking to strike some fear into the heart of Wildcard. And Kansan is ready. JJ runs in again. Very limited intel, dies.
They can stop this play before it ends up coming through. Forrest a little bit caught sprinting. Kansan hasn't really moved his position, but is still able to catch them off guard. He's just been this...
Absolutely trade that for the kills that he has up to this point. Forrest and JJ are playing operators with high value, and they should be getting kills, but they're not. Neither will Snake, as he was 4-0 moments ago, now 4-2, as he's had a rough go of it through the last round and now onward. Fens dies too, and Wildcard looks to take the lead if they can find Rival. A flawless round for Wildcard is within reach. 40 seconds left on the clock, and Rival does not seem to be wasting time. From games into briefing, into games. Selma will go out, following up on that. Wildcard not moving at all. Just sit pat and let him come to you. Rival, to his credit, does have the defuse kit, but I don't think that's really in the calculus here, Jesse. No chance he's going to get the objective down with 4 players watching him. 5 in total, but 4 within striking distance. Flawless round. Wildcard get the final kill.
That's been done when they try to take that space, but in the first round they just head straight with, most notably of course Kansan tossing out that nitro, deals good damage to Forrest and sees one behind him too. What a shot. Domes Fens in behind the Monty. He can't keep the breach closed, but I think his job is more or less done, Parker. He's dealt his damage and will now rotate back to the bomb site to play with the rest of his teammates. It's a great roam to come through, and they're not done. Bay steps up for another frag on a JJ Blast. Whatever was talked down below, Baby Shark flanking up the main stairs. Now it's going to put a little bit more pressure here onto these attackers and just make it very awkward. Rival takes down Kansan. That's one back that they desperately needed. But again, this flank position from Baby Shark makes Forrest's life really scary.
That's still very winnable for Wildcard. Forrest does need to be concerned. 2 gas canisters in pocket for Adrian. 1 will go out. Snake eliminating Spiker. Another 2 hip firing onto Adrian. Those gas canisters gone. Snake might have just saved the round, but Baby Shark lurking in shallow waters. He's got Bay to assist. Forrest will tuck the shield away. Where is Rival? Forrest gets the job done. He doesn't need Rival to accomplish it. Now it's Baby Shark trying to pick his targets. His first fight goes well. Second one against Rival on the ground. Diffuse kit running away. Baby Shark has time to reload. He just needs to be worried about getting pressed. Rival will scoot off. Yace repositioning through the door. Baby Shark will attempt the long arm, compelling Rival to move in ever closer. Baby Shark gets off, but Rival gets the job done. That one, FiveFears is not ideal at all. But again, goes back to what we said on Cafe. When one of these players has a bad game, somebody steps up. Right now, it's Bay leading the charge on this team. Kansan will get credited with the kill because of the razor wire. I'm not sure exactly who's the real winner here. Kansan finds another, a third as well. Technically only 2, and Baby Shark and America Fortress has been played an awful lot, and teams are looking like they know it very well. In stark contrast to what we saw on SI, so maybe it's a little bit of both, frankly. Bay will start off the killing here. Wildcard hoping to go up 4-2. He'll trade Kansan on the board as Rival goes down. Fen's the only kill for FiveFears at this point in time. And Wildcard might have lost Bay, but they've still got 4 players up, all with guns in hand. Now it's JJ Blast taking a heap of damage on the ground, finished off by Adrian. A perfect opportunity for Adrian to talk trash back, but the man's all business. There's a round to be won, Jesse, and there's only 2 left on FiveFears. Make that 1. 1:40 on the clock, and it's just Fens. Outdueled by Adrian. Huge round for the import. And the first half
opening kills, and I do agree with your aggression point. I think at some
Did it on Cafe.
Well, Jesse, I know you were scratching your head. Does that clear
overall the success of this Wildcard team? Now, you have to recover without the ace. What secondary hard breach is available? None. Hope that he got his Selmas off. Hold on a second. Wildcard's getting some kills here, Jesse. 2 of them to be found. Forrest firing away inside a commander, and now it's Wildcard chasing FiveFears. On the board, looking for more. He's got the shield in front of him. Keep him safe and playing around it so well with that secondary. Clash, a great impediment that needs to be dealt with. JJ does find a second, and this FiveFears team will close for this team. Of course, JJ and Forrest are capable of much, but they're not the people who should be. I was was an interesting turn of events there. Nitrocell goes out. Almost no damage was done. Base somehow kills JJ. Also gets Fens. But just like that, FiveFears taking advantage of it. All three so far for Bay. Somebody over towards the door. Bay has a blind spot, so Spiker has to cover it himself. Down Spiker goes to Rival, and Bay will need to ace clutch. A single point of HP. Not seeing Snake in the corner. Jesse, we've got a tie game.
Here he is, though, taking the roll over from Spiker. Sometimes Bay's on this roll, too. Starting to make his way, but unfortunately, that Snake on the side angle, catching the side of him, and now it's more bait. Spiker gets dropped by Rivals. They're trying to make their way in through music, but they're not expecting so many defenders.
Fingers. This should be familiar territory for them, even though they didn't choose this map. Wildcard are a comfortable team here, but Baby Shark misses an easy kill on Rival. Adrian doesn't, but still an advantage for FiveFears. Forest will remain for the next minute on very low HP, but the rest of this team is here, and even with 1 HP, Forest shuts down Bay. Adrian looking to go positive. He's got 3 chances to do so. He accomplishes it by killing Forest, then immediately loses it to Snake. FiveFears have won.
This will be a clash ban, surely. There it goes.
Yeah.
Thank God. Same page and all fighting together. Here comes JJ. He's not got teammates necessarily directly with him, but they're on the top of the stairs. That is Adrian who gets the first frag, but JJ's there for the response. Fighting with this Monty. Ends up running into Baby Shark. That's not exactly who he was hoping to find. But again, they're making that.
There's a Monty and a Deimos on the board, so the fewer players there are, the more power a shield gains. They've managed to solve the problem of Adrian. Adrian's still trying to go positive.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's a tough one, Jesse. Can't say that stuff on broadcast, so we're not going to repeat what JJ typed. But yeah, that is a really, really hard loss. Still a redeemable round here with 1 minute to go as Kansan has equalized. Baby Shark and Kansan.
How are they able to spot these last couple of players? Will they slow things down? Plantier might be tricky just because you don't have any smoke. What a shot from Kansan. Finds one. Baby Shark and Rival now in a 1v1.
Baby Sharks look mighty good, and he does have the added benefit of this death mark activating more in real time. His teammates giving the call here off of his position. That ping will update. Rival knows that he's fallen off. Firing away, the Scorpion a real bullet hose, and Rival wins it, expecting his play. The pre-fire moves FiveFears to Kickoff championship point.
It might open up an opportunity to get this pick here onto Rival. That's why he swings so aggro on the vending window. Good damage and a kill. Straight back onto Adrian. It's quite late, but that'll be a trade to equal numbers back to 4.
I mean, getting rid of Adrian is usually such a boon. He has taken a bit of a step back in this series. Still an offensive threat, to be sure. I mean, he's got 7 kills for crying out loud. That's good enough for, well, I guess 4th on the team. I guess that's technically not that great. Now the Flames will go. Down goes Rival at the hands of Bay. JJ trying to keep this Monty from aggressing towards the bomb site, and now he will be harassed by that death mark. Out go the Flames, so Spiker held in place. JJ antagonized from down below, finished off by Kansan. Great teamwork here by Wildcard. Ends with only 3 kills. 4 targets await him. Would be a career-defining moment if he can get through all of them, especially to clinch this kickoff. But Spiker very wisely assesses he needs to push in. Fence takes down Kansan. This is winnable. Spiker puts the shield away. He's just buying time, though, because on the left, there's one more player. Bay gets in on it as well. All 3 loses a little bit of HP. I think he might have gotten zapped. They definitely want him. All 10 players alive. Spiker getting defused, kid down in the midst of the smoke. Nobody knows. There's no protection here, but JJ finds him. He might have just saved the round. Wildcard down to just 4 players. 30 seconds left. Defuse kit will need to be retrieved, so Wildcard's win con is now kill them all. Find the remaining players on FiveFears. It's been a slog for this new look of the Wildcard team, running up against an upstart squad that very few people knew about. Down goes JJ, but Kansan gets traded out as well. They'll continue to fight. Fens now dropped. Baby Shark, last one alive. There's trouble in the waters. FiveFears searching for the final kill. Baby Shark will get one, but that's it. FiveFears, but no worries, baby. The best team in North America.
show what a team to be able to take a risk on. All of the rookie players that are watching, trying to compete into T1, so inspirational that FiveFears is. And also, it goes to show that all of these teams that are currently in the NAL, hey, all of these players that you have overlooked for years, if you would have given them a little bit of trust,
You might be where
sky's
they
the
are.
limit.
I mean, look at Rival, look at Snake. I mean, these are the guys that have been major contributors for this team all stage long, and it feels like they just haven't gotten the attention that they welcome them in now. Rival, MVP of the match, congratulations. You make the Salt Lake City Major. On the same day, you become the champions of the NAL Kickoff. Could this day get any better for you guys?
Honestly, I don't think so. I really do not think this day could get any better, and for any of us in our careers and like just how we've been through our whole time of Siege. I think this is the best day to ever come until Salt Lake City and we go first place.
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping.
Crazy statement there.
Not like R2D2 for a second.
Sorry,
Well-
guys. Sorry.
Well, obviously, you guys have displayed a lot of amazing qualities for such a young team. One of them being you guys were iced out. Map 1, you had to wait. You had to wait for game 2 to be essentially over with, and now you come back, and it seems like you guys have been awake the whole day at peak performance. How has that felt for you, your team as an experience, and for you personally?
Well, considering we start every attack half at a disadvantage around 2-4, we know we have to go 5 straight. So we usually take the first half off, and then we come into the second half, and we're like, all right, the game finally started. We can start shooting, start clutching. I think on Cafe and Fortress, it was just like a maps we're really comfortable with and maps that we're able to play. I think we weren't listening to ourselves on the attack half, but on defense, I think it couldn't have been more pure.
I mean, we sure saw that. And I wanted to ask more specifically, I mean, the biggest change that you guys have made is picking up Forrest, bringing him in, having one real veteran player to be able to give you guys all little tips and tricks. How much has that, I mean, it's clearly been a success, but from your perspective, how much has that helped you? How much has that helped the team? How much have you guys helped Forrest?
Well, we've helped Forrest. I feel like we unlock Forrest. I think we understand Forrest. I think we all buy in on Forrest. He's had a bad label around him, I feel like, and we all buy in. He's our guy. Like, that's who we want. That's who we got, right? For all of us, it's incredible, like, just reviewing everybody and, like, looking at teams that we're playing and the tips and tricks that he teaches us because he's played against these teams for years. I think whether it comes to, like, counter prep or counter shutting, something like that, I think Forrest just brings the intel because he already knows what's going to happen. Every player has habits, right? Every player gets pointed out in certain things. And, like, that just comes. It's like, oh, wait, this guy does this every single time. All right, well, Forrest has played that guy a million times. We know what to do before. We know them better than they know themselves, and they don't know that yet. They'll figure it out.
For sure. Well, Rival, I want to say congratulations. You absolutely deserve this moment. You have busted your ass off to get here. I want to ask you a personal question, just like I asked JJ. I mean, when you look back at your career, you look back of everything that you've gone through leading up until this point. I mean, when you look at that from the start and where you're at now, I mean, just take me through all the emotions there.
I mean, you look at, like, my career, man, it started in, like Element 1 was my first Tier 2 thing, right? I went through all the elements, and I felt like I was a misfit, and then I found my best friend, right? I found my best friend. I've been playing with him for 2 years now, and we have an unreal amount of just chemistry and, like, belief in each other. And I think, like, Challenger League, we all already said it was the last hurrah, right? When we qualified for Pro League and a crew of misfits, we got, like, me, Snake, JJ, right? And then, like, we had a few others, and now we have Forrest, misfit of the 100 Thieves deal. Like, this is just an incredible thing for my career, right? And all of our careers, because who would have thought this five is NAL champs for Kickoff.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Do you have any choice words for all of the teams that said you guys are a crutch shield team, that you're not going to be good? Any words for those teams and for the teams that you're going to be facing in Salt Lake City? You can answer this, and you could also get JJ, because I know he's going to give us something crazy to use.
JJ, you got any answer for teams that said we're double shield crutching? Hold on, I got one thing. The only team I got words for, 1 of 30, getting checked, bro. 3-0 count on the stage so far.
See JJ hopping on the mic. This could go any which way, so we're gonna get ready. Get ready on the dump button. Get ready on the bleep.
Of the group. Just like doing all the fun stuff in the
JJ.
Cass. Yeah, what's up, boys?
Hey, we just wanted to know if you had any choice words for all the teams that were saying you guys were double shield crutches, that you weren't going to be anything this stage. Do you have any choice words for those teams?
Nah, man, my head's down, man. My head's down. I just want to say, we're humble and hungry around here. I think we played well below our standard in playoff. I think both games were sloppy and poor out of us, man. So I mean, this was like a weird experience for us. I never played around my teammates before. Same with Rival, same with Mason. We're locking in for the major, bro. We got to be better than what we showed today. But at the end of the day, bro, fuck the narrative. No one knows what they're talking about. You grind your ass off and you prove people wrong, brother.
JJ, thank you so much. It is always a pleasure. Earlier we saw the tweet you put out. The last thing before you go, you mentioned how much this means for you, and obviously the community has eaten this up. I mean, can you just tell us again, like, in your perspective right now, making the major, now NAL Kickoff champions, in your shoes right now, what does that feel like?
It's just it's a feeling of emotions of everything just coming together and hard work paying off. I put that, my teammates didn't like it, but I put that tweet in the drafts 2 weeks ago. I knew we were going to make the major. I knew we were going to win. That tweet was in there. The second we won, I just hit the draft and post. We worked our ass off, man. We're going for the major now. Like, this was the breakthrough moment for us last year. Last year we couldn't beat any of the top teams. Last year we couldn't break through to even make playoffs, man. Now we already broke through. We broke the major now. So I'm telling you, it's not gonna be easy from here on out. We're gonna be going to international events. There's a lot of great teams from across the world now. It's gonna be another learning experience, another curve, and another hurdle to go over, bro. But we're gonna fight it, and we're gonna find a way to win. We're gonna keep persevering, and we're gonna be here all year long.
Hell yes, JJ. Thank you so much. Putting that in the drafts is a baller move. We will see you in Salt Lake, my friend. Congrats on a heck of a start to the year.
Love you guys. Thank you guys. Ballsack Nation, let's ride. I'm getting turned tonight, baby.
JJ takes the win. FiveFears. The celebration continue for them as they have had a heck of a playoff run. And Lax, I mean, it is hard to believe